Contractors, how would you like to double, triple, or even quadruple your traffic through your website, and most importantly, your inbound lead volume? This is a case study for one of our clients, a local electrician. Now, take a peek at this. Previously, they had almost zero online presence. We can see prior to launching this campaign, they had a total of 17 unique visitors. Over the course of 3 months, they're getting like 5 unique visitors per month. After we launched our comprehensive online digital marketing campaign, close to 700 visitors over the most recent 3 months. Now, what has that transpired to is a massive increase in inbound lead flow. All right, so here's a lead that came through the system. All right, this guy's name is Christopher. He's a homeowner. I would like to get an estimate on getting a panel upgraded. That's a high value job. Another lead comes through from Thomas. He needs a new inspection done on their new home, is looking for a bunch of different services here as well. Another example of a lead that came through with like an EV charger installed. So where are we driving traffic from and how is all of this working? Well, you guys are familiar with SEO and Google, right? Showing up at the top of Google. But in a moment, we're going to talk about the importance of showing up in the top of AI search platforms, including ChatGPT, Claude, Gemini, and Grok. All right, but things that we do is both on-site and off-site away from your website. First and foremost, you need a professional-looking website if somebody's going to trust you and be a high-quality lead. So the first thing we did for this client was redesign their site. Now, if we click into their actual services, we are big believers in the big fish, small pond. All right, that is to say it is much better to be a big fish in a small pond because a big fish in a small pond always gets to eat. It is better to be the star quarterback at a small high school and get playing time than to be a decently bench warmer quarterback at a massive high school that has a bunch of all-star players on it. All right, and so that is what the approach that we like taking for our local marketing clients. All right, so first thing that we want to do is figure out what services are most profitable for you. We want to make sure that you have web pages that are optimized around those services for specific zip codes where you can be the big fish. So you don't have to be the best or the biggest brand in the entire city. Let's focus on the high value markets and start neighborhood by neighborhood. And we do optimization per zip code. And then over time you expand. So the first thing we did for this client, we saw that a lead came in for an EV charger installation. So it's an entirely new, brand new optimized page for that particular service. Panel upgrades are very big for electricians. So we created a series of different pages around panel upgrade service, as well as financing options as well, because homeowners prefer financing for some type of big project that might be in the range from $20,000 to $40,000. So we start with on-site optimization, but then we move to off-site optimization. And so again, we want to talk about AI. You guys have heard plenty about AI. You're probably bored and sick and tired of it, but here's what you probably and might not understand is that 46% of homeowners start their online search for a contractor like yourself using ChatGPT, Claude, Gemini. All right, so people are trusting AI more because it gives them faster results. And so rather than them having to scour through Yelp and to scour through Google, clicking on different websites, they can get a list of who AI is recommending as the top contractor for that service category. Our client is right here. So now they're getting traffic and authority and recommendations from AI. And people see these results, they click, and they can instantly call, all right, and or visit the website to submit a form. All right, now if you guys do not have a digital marketing presence, if you guys are not optimizing per zip code, if you aren't showing up at the top of Google and in ChatGPT and Claude, you're losing business right now. You're losing lead flow to your competitors that are. All right, now if you guys want to sit down for a quick 15-minute audit, we'll look at your business, we'll look at your local market, we'll talk about what are your most profitable services, and we'll show you guys 3 different ways we can increase lead flow to your business. Click the link somewhere around this video, fill out the quick form, we can schedule a 15-minute demo, show you guys what we would be able to do for you, what your opportunities are. You can either walk away from that session and know exactly what to focus on yourself if you're kind of the do-it-yourself type personality, or otherwise we can offer you 3 different packages where we could do exactly this for your business, which is double and triple lead flow and volume by implementing a comprehensive digital marketing campaign.